CBS and Aew Media, in association with STWFTV, the Podcasting Network.
Introducing the best in the world! Yeah!
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in, best in the world, hashtag BITW. I'm Dale. We got Trail, the OTC, straight from Sports View Wrestling in the house. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, SummerSlam weekend, big dog. How you feeling?
SummerSlam weekend. We will definitely get all into SummerSlam. But, we definitely got to start off with some news and rumors first. So it has been announced recently by ESPN that the coverage plan for this weekend SummerSlam is going to be a little bit different. The press release did not mention that the first hours of both nights were going to air on ESPN networks like it's been doing. Usually air on ESPN or ESPN2. And then it's like, oh, you gotta subscribe. So, I don't know if they feel like it's been hurting them for as far as getting new subscriptions or anything. But do you think this change in strategy will help them boost subscriptions for ESPN?
No, I think what it was is they gave people enough time to subscribe. It's like, all right, we showed you how it was for the past ever since WrestleMania, and probably a little bit before. It's been 1 hour free for from earlier this year all the way to July. So you had it's basically, if you want to count it as a trial run, that trial run is ended. So it's like, if you're not subscribed by now, then I don't know what to tell you. Go subscribe. You should have been subscribing. If not, you're nothing but a bunch of moochers trying to get free, watch free product. Where you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
I think that was the ploy. It wasn't gonna last forever. It was a cutoff period. So
gotcha. All right. But do you? I mean, look, I believe that maybe one or two different people, all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, in my opinion, the wrestling fans who have ESPN Unlimited already have it. How much likely I guess it could be those people, who see this preview and like, yo, that's some good stuff. Let me get this. I mean, well, how many more subscribers do you think they're going to end up getting, even if they, cut this out and the people who were just in there for the free hour or whatever?
They probably figured by now they've had more people sign up for the ESPN Unlimited. I think that was pretty much the target goal, to get more people to sign up. So they figured by now we should have increase in subscriptions by now. So it's like,
Yeah.
After that, if people catch Raw or SmackDown and be like,
yeah, I just think that number's gonna be around the same thing. It ain't gonna fluctuate too much. All right. Well, let's push through a little bit more here. Cruz, Montana. We heard this is officially the name for Mike Santana. And we got an explanation. According to Cruz, Montana, it's a name I put together as a tribute to honor my late father, who I've always made sure to keep as close as possible to my journey.
That's why nowadays I usually, when I hear new names, I stop blaming WWE and I'll be like, I'll wait and hear it out, because lately everyone's been coming into the company with their own names that they wanna go by. So, Nikki Blackheart did, Ricky Saints did it, and there was someone else that Royce Powerhouse Hobbs did it. he changed his name to Royce Keys because it was his son and I think his mother. So
Mhm.
usually people have reasons now. So uh, now it's not always just WWE. So I cut them some slack and I wait till they hear the story because usually they come out with their first interview or their first comment since joining the company, and it's usually I changed my name because of this. So
Yeah, and that's what we're used to. Um, People joining the company and Vince coming up, with his ideas, and that's what we're used to. And so people are just so used to reacting that way. That's
mm-hmm.
really what it is. So, um, so yeah, you never know. It could be the wrestler's idea. It could be creative. Uh, so yeah, but yeah, definitely. Lena, get well soon for sure. Definitely want you to get well. So, all right. The next news and rumors that we got. Let's see. Um, Reports indicate that the WWE creative staff they felt some heightened pressure internally following Raw, as some high-ranking Netflix executives were in attendance, as they typically are when they go to LA, and they were kind of there to gauge the build towards SummerSlam. The thing is that I heard that the Joe Hendry segment fell flat on Raw, with the executives, that is,
Mm-hmm.
and the outside interference with the boxer guy. I forgot his name.
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia. There you go. Um, they felt like that was not good the way they did it. Um, so your thoughts here on the writers feeling the pressure now?
Oh yeah, they're definitely feeling the pressure because I know there's a difference between being there live and watching it on TV. Because I was there live at Monday Night Raw, I was in the building. I had a great time, but when you go back and actually watch it back, it failed to hype up SummerSlam as the go home show.
Mm.
The Danhausen segment, I went back and I saw it. I saw how it fell flat um, compared to go home shows in the past. When you have a go home show, everyone's supposed to stake their claim. Everyone's getting the last word. Everyone's getting the final upper hand. Going to the pay per view, and it kind of failed in the final build towards the show. And if people can see it, I can only imagine the the execs, the higher ups, people in Netflix, people who are got stock in WWE, because this wasn't the same type of feel as it was on the Netflix premiere
Okay.
here in LA. So yeah, it was not a good go home show at all. It wasn't that good.
Okay. All right. Well, um, we'll see what the writers can come up with. And hopefully the pressure will, make something better here. The former
Yeah, because
tag,
usually when they have trash shows, the pay per view delivers. So
yeah,
hopefully it better deliver.
there you go. There you go. I like it. The former tag team New Day, they posted like a tease pretty much. And I'm thinking that the contracts, the no compete clause or whatever is going to be over or whatever, but it looks like it was failed contract renegotiations and restructuring, and they released a little teaser video though, and pretty sure they're gonna end up in AEW pretty soon.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think their non complete is up either this week, the following week,
Mhm.
or this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's up really really very soon. So I can see them going to AEW to boost up the tag team division, and I like how they did it. they was like in a circus, and WWE's like a circus. They broke the shackles. They left Big E behind. So they still
Mhm.
kept the creativity. So I'm waiting on my hands on how they're gonna get presented when they finally do make their
Right.
debut.
Right.
Because
Yep.
All In is coming soon. So what if we see
Absolutely.
them over there in Wembley?
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense to me. They get a big pop, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Some internal discussions are going on about some pre-show appearances with heavyweights on from SummerSlam, like the Undertaker, the Dudley Boys, Rikishi, uh, X Pac. They're all booked for Fanatics, but the thoughts are you're going to see some of these people appear during the actual show itself. There may have been like even like a leaked sort of story,
Mm-hmm.
including Rikishi on the internet. We'll see if that's actually factual or not. But um, do you see any sort of special appearances coming up for SummerSlam? Pop the
The only
crowd?
name I want to see, the only name I want to see from that Fanatics list at SummerSlam is definitely Rikishi.
Okay.
He will be the only one that makes sense out of everybody else there because his family, his kids, are having a war on one night, and then one of his other blood and Roman is having a war on the other one. So if there's one person that I would not be mad at seeing, it would be Rikishi, because there's been talks and rumors for months that WWE might be getting Rikishi
Mm.
involved in this brand new bloodline story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would love to see him because he might not be alone either.
All right. Let's go. See what Triple H got cooking for us, man. All right. That's the end of my news and rumors. You got anything else I didn't touch on here?
Yeah, I got like two things. Because I said Rikishi might not be alone. There's a rumor that his other son, I think it's Tamakio or something like that. He has another son.
You kidding me? God dang.
Yeah, he has another kid.
How do you even have time to make these kids? But he was always on
Hey
the
man,
road.
hey man, they Samoan. You know how that is. Every time they come home for a trip, there you go. Um, he might be. There's a rumor that WWE might be considering bringing him in into the fold as well if they're not bringing in Zilla right now. So,
Okay.
and I did read some reports. I don't know if it's true, but there's a whole lot of smoke that Ilya Dragunov and Jordan Grace are not renewing their contracts.
I mean, Jordan Grace literally just got under contract like a couple years ago. I mean, it can't be near the end,
Yeah, I mean, we
right?
don't know how. I don't maybe because I don't know how long she signed her contract. It could be like a
She was
2 year
literally
deal, or
on TNA, then came over once that contract was done.
mm-hmm,
Started in NXT, bringing in a Rumble, all that kind of stuff.
mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way like her
I,
contract is near the end.
I
She's at
never
least
heard
signed
of
a 4 year deal, right?
of her signing a multi year deal. So
Okay.
I if she signed a multi year deal, she wouldn't have went to NXT first.
Yeah, she did go to NXT first, though.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. So and Drag Ilya, I mean, I believe that one because we haven't seen him and there was no word of him re-signing. So that's pretty much the rumor. I take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But the fact that we haven't seen these people on TV in months
Yeah.
and they're complete healthy,
Hmm.
it's there's some smoke right there. So I'm pretty sure there's a fire somewhere.
Yeah. They should have left Grace on NXT to win the championships.
Yeah, because JT was saying that last night that she got brought up at the wrong time
Hmm.
because Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair both made their returns around the same time she got called
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But even so, it's just WWE publicly said they had no plans for it, so I can't really blame that on Alexa and Charlotte. It just if you really don't have nothing for her, that's bad. I mean, you just pretty much you literally took her from TNA, signed her. She was a face of a brand, signed her, and you don't have nothing for her to showcase her. That woman dropped all that weight, muscle weight. Still looks good, by the way,
Hmm.
but she changed her the way she looks. She changed her style, fully committed, and you got her at home, um, on the couch, or running her wrestling company, wrestling show with her husband, or in catering.
Well, I will say the little injury she got may have derailed the plans that they had for her because they definitely had plans for her. Then she got put on the shelf. They never really took her back off for the most part.
I mean, I don't even think they had plans for her before she messed up her ankle. I mean, her only plan that they had was Jade Cargill, and after that,
Mm.
you mostly saw um, Jordan Grace in segments. I mean, the last time we seen her in the segment, it was like what with Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green was trying to hire her as a secret hermit since Piper Niven got put on the shelf and stuff like that. And she had the a few matches here and there, and that was it. I
Hmm.
really don't think they had any direction for her. I think they should have had her at least take the women's United States Championship and gave her a run with it or something. But I think they kind of failed her. The fact that you sign a big star like that, especially in
Yeah.
a female division that needs big stars, and you got nothing for her.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
bad creative.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree there. All right. Let's jump back and talk about AEW Redemption. Um, I forgot to look at the time for it to see how long it was. I don't know. You guesstimate it was like 4 hours, 5 hours?
It was over 4 hours.
Okay. All right. So, let's talk about. I'm gonna pick and choose through the card, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
um, Painmaker versus Tommaso Ciampa. And Chris Jericho actually went over, defeating Ciampa via submission using a hand drill. So, your thoughts on that matchup?
Yep. Uh, I mean, I thought Champa should have went over, but I guess when you have to dip into the art's ego,
Mm,
of course he was going to win.
mm,
The match wasn't bad. Chris Jericho won that one, and the drill. I was like, are they really going to use that drill?
mm.
And the way the camera was angled, I'm like, okay, it looks like he actually used it, but come on, there's no way he really drilled a hole in that man's head. But it was a fun one for sure.
I think it was like a toned down just a little bit kind of death match.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the way I kind of view that
I mean, I low key cringe with the mirror spot, but it
one. Hmm.
wasn't too bad. And the sand brush, because Champa got that Freddy Krueger head, so when he was doing that, I cringe on that one, but it was like a good cringe, so it wasn't too bad like a cheese grater or we didn't see any syringes. So good job, Tony.
Right,
Good
right,
job.
exactly. All right, and the Young Bucks defeated Will Ospreay and John Moxley after Ospreay refused to let Moxley use a chair, and that allowed the Bucks to capitalize and get the win here.
Yeah, I like that story. It kind of reminds you of the whole Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and the Bloodline at the Royal Rumble a few years back.
Mm,
Um, I knew eventually Osprey was gonna leave the Death Riders, but I thought it would have been after he won the championship, or maybe after he got screwed by
Hmm.
Mox at All In.
Hmm.
So the way he protected, Omega, and then refused to use the bag, the plastic bag, the same
Right.
way that they used it on Daniel Bryan. I thought that was a good touch, especially when you had Wheeler Yuta be the one to, console Osprey, flashing back to when he was the one getting consoled when Daniel Bryan got taken out. So I like how they had a full circle moment on the growth of Wheeler Yuta, and it's kind of funny because if you go back, he looks the same. He had the long
Hmm.
beard and the hair. But
Hmm.
I like that move. I really did like that move, and to have Omega get the last word with the one weekend Angel, I was like, he didn't turn heel. He was just like, yeah, I still don't believe you.
Yeah, I like this actual story here with Moxley and Osprey here, and there is going to push into All In, and I think Moxley is going to interfere in this match with Osprey and Omega, and going to
Yeah,
cost Osprey possibly.
I can see Mox getting a championship match because I think my theory is Osprey agreed to join the Death Riders and learn all he can learn. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, eventually he's gonna leave the Death
Yeah,
Riders feud with
yeah,
John Moxley, get payback for them trying to take him out of wrestling.
that pretty much happened Wednesday. He handed in the patch and everything, and like I'm out. And so yeah,
That was a
yeah,
that was a bad move, man. You don't leave. You don't turn in your patch.
yep.
They
There you
make you
go.
turn your patch in. You don't voluntarily turn in your patch. So I hope the Billy Goat knows what's coming for him because
Mhm.
it's gonna be a long road to Wembley.
Lena says Osprey made the right choice. Death Riders would have turned on Osprey like they did with Anderson.
I don't know because everyone was on the same page, but Brian Danielson wasn't really on that page of doing what was necessary. He had that heart of gold type of thing, and what Mox is trying to say is you got to be ruthless and do whatever you got to do to get to the top, which he's not blind because there's no friends when you're at the top. So if that's why I always like the Death Riders because they're not afraid to go one on one with each other in a match. It's for the greater good.
Hmm.
So it didn't fit Daniel Bryan because he had morals and Will Ospreay got morals. John Moxley ain't got no morals. He has a code.
There you go. Um, Maya World defeated Hikaru Shida to become the new TBS champion. And this happened on her 24th birthday. So congratulations to Maya World.
Yeah, I love when I was right because I was like, you have two heels going into All In for the championship. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I know they would have did it, but it didn't make any sense. And with Willow coming back, I'm like, this has to be the time she wins the big one. She couldn't beat Athena, so her winning with Tekla. The only downside of it is a possibility she might lose to Mercedes.
Mm,
Strong possibility.
mm.
But the fact that she won it, I was so happy.
Yeah.
So good for her. She deserved it. Long time coming, and especially with her announcing that she's been battling depression for a better part of a year.
Yeah.
So for her to get rewarded with that championship, I was like, hopefully she cherished it even more and realized, you know,
Absolutely.
there's greater days. So I'm happy for her.
Absolutely. Sticking with the women's division, Willow Nightingale defeated Tekla to become the new AEW Women's World Champion. This is our first championship our first AEW Women's Championship, and she becomes the first Triple Crown winner in the company's history. Congratulations to Willow, the
Whole
cutest girl in the game.
this whole time I thought we were talking about Willow. That whole statement was for
Oh, really?
was for Willow. Oh,
My
but
world,
yes,
yeah.
I'm happy for my world as well because once she got entered into that Casino Royale, I'm like the sky was the limit for my world. So to see both her and Willow, two sisters, get AEW's championships at the same night, it was it was a big time moment, and for her to be the first, and for Willow to be the first women's Grand Slam, that's amazing
Mhm.
because she's the first one to do it. Not Mercedes, not Statlander, who is the day one. It
Yeah,
was her.
yeah,
So it's a big time accomplishment. So I'm happy for the both of them, man. It was a win for the culture.
yeah. I agree with you here, Lena. Willow winning a championship was a feel good moment for everybody. That was uh, like she has that connection with the crowd. Like we just love her. So,
Yeah.
yes.
So hopefully it helps her mentally because when I hear someone that bubbly with a big smile standing go
All
through
right.
depression, it always reminds me
Yes.
of Robin Williams. He made a living, making people smile, and he was struggling and dying on the inside. So
On the
hopefully,
inside. Yep.
yeah. So hopefully, she gets the help and the counseling and stuff like that, and her being at the top of her game as the leader of that division. So I'm praying that she makes that all in as women's champ. But the thought of Mercedes losing back to back years, it's hard. It's hard to see that.
Yeah.
So
All right. And the main event, Kenny Omega defeats the Jet Kevin Knight to retain the AEW championship. But of course, the real story comes from post match. Death Rider swarmed Omega after the bell, and Will Ospreay came in there and made the save, pretty much, refusing to use that chair and the bag and all this stuff to
mhm.
attack Kenny Omega. And then you kind of go like what backstage, whatever you to see um, John Moxley watching the TV. It's like, listen, all can be forgiven if you attack Omega right now before he gets you. Attack him before he gets you. Then boom, Osprey hit him with a one-winged angel. John Moxley back there like, I told you this, I
Hmm.
told you. I'm just trying to prepare you. So I like the angle. It's really good. Um, Tony Khan doing his thing, doing his
Yeah, he's cooking, and the match with Knight and
and Omega.
Omega was good. It was really good.
Yeah.
I knew Omega wasn't losing, but he put the rest of the locker room on notice that he's a main event player. So it was good on him.
Yeah, how much does this elevate Kevin Knight? And he's still TNT champion, but
It makes that championship even more pressure because the fact that he went toe to toe with like arguably the goat of pro wrestling, it adds more pressure on him as the TNT champion, which makes him more makes pretty much whoever tries to take that title off of him is going to be hard to do because that man can go.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. So, all right, that was AEW. Let's get to WWE Unreal. So, big picture thoughts first here. Like, I'm starting to notice when I watch WWE Unreal, it's like a nostalgia sort of thing for me. And I know this just happened a few months ago, but it's a nostalgia thing. Do you get the same feeling?
Uh, I think it felt nostalgia for this season because everything was circling around John Cena.
Okay, okay.
He was doing his greatest hits, so everyone was talking about it. And then You had, AJ Styles in there. So I think that's why I kind of felt nostalgia. But I do see a little bit of difference because there wasn't that much in the boardroom like they were on the first season of Unreal. But I thought this was good because it pretty much, for me, Braun Breaker was one of those stories where now explains why his push got halted. They
Yes.
they purposely stopped it because they felt like they was giving us the Roman Reigns treatment with him, and I'm like, that is the opposite because everyone wanted to see this man succeed, and he was a heel during his run on the main roster. So it's not like he was a white hot babyface getting all these matches. He was grinding, 2-time Intercontinental Champion. It's like it was his moment. So I hate that for him, but I love Stephanie McCur's story too.
Yeah. And that's what I like about WWE Unreal. They bring you behind the scenes. You get to see like the real person. And then now you're starting to hear thoughts from the wrestler, thoughts from creative, thoughts from Triple H, about the situation and how's it going. Also, um, from me, one of my biggest takeaways is like WWE kind of listens to what the fans are saying. And they're listening to reactions and they pivot because of these reactions. That's what you want as a wrestling
Yeah.
fan, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Nova. But yeah, it's just that whole BS statement they said a while back that they don't book their shows based off of fan reaction and what the fans say. I knew that it was crap, but the thing is, sometimes they get too scared of what the fans might say, and they rushed on a decision, or they take back someone's opportunity because they felt they are afraid of fan backlash. If you don't care what the fans have to say, to keep pushing. You
Yeah.
know, you could have had Braun Breaker be the man right now if you really didn't care what the fans had to say. Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think Triple H cares a lot just for the simple fact that he doesn't hide, right? Like, this brings it back to WWE Unreal. We got to see the whole journey for John Cena, and we got to see John Cena tap out. Now, the people that were upset about John Cena tapping out because the never give up guy gave up,
Mm-hmm.
they were upset at Triple H. You saw it on the post show. The
Mm-hmm.
fans are chanting Triple H, you messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And Triple H is like, in so many words. But like now you watch WWE in real. This is John Cena's idea. Triple H went along with it.
Mm-hmm. And it was like people were all up in their feelings of nostalgia instead of, because me and
Yes.
John was talking about this a long time ago. It's the ultimate thing. Like, a man spent 20 years not giving up, and the one thing you wouldn't expect someone to do is make him give up.
Yes.
And John Cena had that look like, you know what, it's time. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to, I got nothing left to give. So people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth and the actual reason. They want, the fairy tale ending. This isn't Disney. You're not
Yes.
always going to get the fairy tale endings. This is how it goes. I mean, the
Yes.
villain has to win, and he did. So
Yep.
even though they watch Unreal and see that was John Cena's idea, they still gonna blame Triple H.
All
Triple H could have
right.
stopped it.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. um, CM Punk, AJ Lee, his wife. We got to go through that. Um, Reliving the loss of their dog Larry, understanding he was an older dog. They saved him because he had, bites on his record
Mm-hmm.
and he could have been put down, but they gave him a new life. How they interacted with him, how the fans interacted. with them learning the news that Larry passed away, um, just the whole behind the scenes thing. Your thoughts on CM Punk, AJ Lee part of this?
Yeah, I just liked how more subdued and calm CM Punk is at work when his wife is around. It's like you can honestly tell if being a man's piece was a word, I mean, was a person, it'd be AJ Lee. I mean, that and CM Punk, that was his piece, and the fact that he can bring his piece to work makes it that I mean, he was acting like a different man every time his wife is around,
Hmm.
So, and I know how it is to lose a pet, so I always sympathize
Yeah,
with Punk, and how he got the jacket, and how Larry was everywhere, and then the photo ops with AJ, and I was loving how AJ had no muscle memory of how she was back then until her music hits, and all of a
yeah.
sudden she got that skip down pack,
I,
and it was like
I,
right in the bite. She didn't forget.
right, right. Ain't skip a
So
beat.
the fact that 5 minutes before her return, she didn't have a clue
Yes,
of how to get back in the zone, and she did. So I thought that was I thought it was cool that him and Rollins share that moment of you get to work with their wives,
yes,
you get to work
absolutely.
with your wife. So it was you learn to appreciate that when you have a good marriage, or a good
Yeah,
relationship.
man.
So I was happy for those guys, man. It was more the fact that Punk was like it was more about the wives than it was about us.
Yes, it,
That
it
was pretty
was
cool.
it was the right way to do it too. Like everybody was pumped up to see AJ come back, especially when Becky was slapping the crap out of Punk in the ring. Like, ooh, he was slapping the shit out this man.
Hmm.
So yeah, man,
Exactly.
that was really good stuff. I found myself being really proud of Liv Morgan. We got to see her back in her house. She's a country girl for the most part. Looks like she lives off the beaten path, farmland. She's got a bunch of farm animals, and she's not farming like collecting eggs and crap like that. She
Hmm.
just like the animal part. Um, and so she's got
Yeah,
a
she got little
wrestling ring
acres.
set up in a barn, and we got to see her come back from an injury, and the role that special ring made in her comeback. She never missed a beat when she came back.
Yeah.
Um, she picked right up where she left off, and to see her be rewarded with winning the Royal Rumble and everything like that, and then seeing her behind the stage with Triple H talking like you were definitely homegrown. You were NXT bred. We taught you everything, and now you are freaking one of the main players. I feel comfortable putting you in the ring with anybody. And I trust
Mhm.
you. Like that is like the ultimate praise from somebody coming through knowing nothing through the NXT door.
Yeah. No indies, no. I
Right.
mean, she was probably like a fan, obviously watching, but no experience, and she survived the Wyatt Squad.
Hmm.
She survived Ruby. She survived Sarah Logan, and to go to being the third member of that group to being the women's world champion. That's a testament of
Really, bro.
always betting on yourself and not giving up because you never know when your time has come. So this is Liv Morgan's world right now. So I
Yeah.
thought that was cool, and her freaking out on that hornet's nest that made me die
Yeah.
laughing because
Hey,
I would have done
them
I would have
suckers
did the same
mean,
thing.
bro. Them suckers
Yeah.
mean. I'd have ran too.
Yep.
So, but yeah, so 5 episodes. I think we're gonna get more for the season, right?
I think that's it.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. But I can't wait till the next one. Um, it reveals so much, and what's always shocking to me is how nervous these wrestlers are especially coming back from injury, thinking, will they remember me? Dude, come on.
Hey, you'd be surprised how sometimes when you're gone for a while, another star steps up and another one steps up and someone else steps up and shows up and gets called up, and it's like when you come back, it's like, oh yeah, he's here. Anyway, you know, so you know, I don't blame Braun Breaker for that because you gotta admit, I mean, he hurt his groin. I thought he hurt his groin flipping the table over.
Yeah.
He hurt his groin yelling in the ring.
Right.
So
Flexing and stuff.
We was all wrong on that one because him getting angry and yelling was the thing that did it. I'm like, dang, you know, and that was like at the height of his, you know, potential push.
Yeah.
And to see that, you know, they for WWE, they probably saw that was like, yeah, maybe we should dial him back because maybe we are pushing him down people's throats or something. So me and John say this all the time. The worst time to get injured is we on the road to WrestleMania.
It is. It is the worst. And we got to feel that in the writer's room. I really felt for those guys because the vision, you literally pivoted like 5 times with the vision here, right? Mm-hmm. and they're like, yo, what else we gonna do here, bro?
And when people say, oh, why can't they just, you know, pivot to this or do this? It's like, hopefully it shows that when it's crazy how when one person falls, it messes up the dominoes. Entire 6-month plan, 8-month plan.
So many dominoes.
Some people getting screwed. Some people who were supposed to be here, they got to pivot to someone else. And it's like, you'd be surprised how many people got affected about what's going down, who storyline wise got nothing to do with each other. So it's like, wild. It's, you know, and this is why when people get mad, I'm like, sometimes they had a set plan in place that, because people don't realize that when they plan this stuff, they plan about 6 months, 10 months in advance.
Yeah.
And pray no one gets hurt.
Yes.
So
you're coming up with stuff on the fly.
Was to always have a backup plan.
Yeah, you're coming up with stuff on the fly. I mean, but you got to do what you got to do. The show must go on. So kudos to those guys. They work with a lot of stress and figuring this thing out. And it's a nonstop thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like once you get over this hump, guess what? There's another show.
Yeah, because that's why I always like, man, cut that man slack because, you know, TKO is this, and then when you have a set plan, because you saw how Triple H reacted when Bruce Pritchard told him that Braun Breaker is going to be out the same amount of time that Austin Theory was out when he tore his groin.
Yes.
Like, he was like, damn, man.
Right. Right.
So it's not like he's just throwing stuff at the wall and let it stick. It's like you spent a chunk all night, all these hours during the day, coming up with this master plan. And then, like you said earlier, this person falls. Then you pivot to this one. This person falls. And then this person gets hurt. Then you already admit pivot. And they be like, oh, never mind. He's cool. Plan still on.
It's wild, man.
So it's like, it's hectic back there. People don't understand how hectic it is beyond in Gorilla. It's not easy, man. It's really not easy. So, you know, give these people some slack. But yeah, the writers do need to step up though.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's get to the SummerSlam preview. Let's start off with night 1. And let's start off with Fatal Influence versus the Bella and Paige, right? So this is for the women's tag team championships. Do
Oh
we
no,
think?
it's a 3-on-3.
Oh, 3-on-3. My bad. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, six woman
yeah, yeah.
tag. My bad. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Six woman tag. The Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence. I got you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. So no title on the line there, but um, Nikki Bella is back. Hopefully without the damn pants, because them damn pants need to go. I'm gonna break
I
into
knew
a
it.
freaking locker room
I
and
knew it.
steal them damn pants, burn them shit.
Dale's gonna be on the next episode of the Chop Up. you know, Arkansas man.
That's right. Arkansas man steals pants. uh, so Lena is saying Fatal Influence still gains the maximum exposure for sharing the ring with the Bellas and Paige. Um, so what do you think
Agreed.
about this?
I agree. Fatal Influence didn't get the win. I think this is where Paige gets kicked by the Bellas. It's time. We all can see it. We spotted it since her return to WrestleMania. It was eventually it was gonna happen, and Paige was the one that took that pin at Saturday Night's Main Event to lose those titles. So that's already motivation
Yeah.
for Nikki Bella to be like, I left my title in your hands and you let us down and you lost them. So Fatal Influence is getting the win because there's no way you're gonna have Paige and the Bellas win and then have Nikki turn on Paige. This needs to happen during the match or after they lose again.
So who does Paige get to help her with the Bellas?
Mm. Oh, we already know it's AJ
Jordan
Lee.
Grace?
Listen, if it is Jordan, I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy. But
Lena said AJ Lee.
yeah, I think it's gonna be AJ.
Yo, yo,
But
real,
I don't need Paige in another tag team. No, that's the problem.
yeah. Real quick, quick pivot again, back to Unreal with AJ Lee. She didn't sign the damn contract until right before the match.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me?
Mm-hmm. They met in person, put the pen to paper. Um, and that was planned. That have her sign that contract because I mean, I guess she was getting paid to show up on that SmackDown.
Mhm.
So this one, I'm pretty sure she probably silently signed because if anyone saw Unreal, AJ, the way AJ was talking when she lost at WrestleMania, it didn't sound like she was done.
Yeah, yeah.
She left that room of, let's see how far we can take this. So I think she's
Hmm.
coming back. She's gonna be the one. We're gonna get this WrestleMania rematch from over 10 years ago. The Bellas versus Paige and AJ Lee, probably where we win hitting August. There's Crown Jewel. There's not many big time pay-per-views coming up. That Survivor Series in November. So they're gonna make this happen.
Okay, like it. All right, let's move forward in the card here. Um, we've got pretty much a family affair here, but it's another six-man tag. The Bloodline, Jay, Jimmy, and Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, Solo Sokoa, and Royce Keys here. Um, so my thoughts is I think the Bloodline goes over here because this is a ragtag of mixed people. I get that the Bloodline has wronged them all. They've got different little reasons to be hot at them, but yeah, I'm seeing the Bloodline carry forward to victory. What you think?
This was actually hard to call. because this is Royce Keys, if I'm not mistaken, Royce Keys' first PLE.
Mm.
Obviously, LA Knight is leading this charge, and this man has already taken so many L's. And then you have Solo. Solo's the wild card factor into this. I've said this before. This match, whatever happens at SummerSlam, is going to lead into War Games later on in the year.
Yes.
So to get the first, this is the first time this war is happening. I think, as much as I love the Usos and Jacob Fatu and this bloodline, um, to give them more ammo, more of a bigger push, I think LA Knights teams will have to win this first shot. I mean, either way it goes, we still going to get Jacob and Royce Keys at some point. That's not going anywhere.
Right.
But to get momentum as this war begins, I think they need to win, because it's more. Because if Usos and them win, then what's the purpose of LA Knight still trying to chase them, still following the bloodline around like ex girlfriend, like, let it go. So LA Knight needs a dub. I think I can see maybe Jay taking the pin. Somebody's taking this pin. It ain't gonna be Jacob.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Gunther versus Nick Aldis. Hell in a Cell match.
I'm looking forward for this. I saw Nick Aldis interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he was emotional about it. He just want to make sure that he doesn't let the fans down, because he has high expectations of himself. And hopefully, I mean, we got to remember Gunther has that career killer, so hopefully they didn't bring this man out of semi-retirement just to retire him. So hopefully, because he already gave up being a general manager.
So that's the angle I think that leads to him just becoming some sort of full-time wrestler. Now, how long that lasts, I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, I think they did that specifically on SmackDown just to make sure you understand he is not coming back as general manager.
I'm hoping it solely depends on how he does in this match.
Okay.
That's pretty much it is.
All right. But yeah, I've got Gunther going over for sure. So all right.
Me too.
The Women's World Championship match between Io Sky and Liv Morgan. I think this is where Liv Morgan gets off the train here, and Io Sky takes over. Your thoughts on this?
As happy as I am, Raquel in the Internet Championship kind of threw off my prediction. Because I'm thinking about Crown Jewel. As much as I want to see Io and Rhea, I think that would be a story for Rhea of finally beating Io, because she's never beaten Io. But another round of Liv and Rhea, champ versus champ for the ring, sounds pretty good. But I can see Liv losing, and then all the focus and spotlight will be put on Raquel, and then Liv gets jealous. So I can see that playing in. So
I like the way that goes.
I'm gonna pick Io.
Yeah. All right. Lena's got Liv in this title defense here. So we'll see who's right here. And let's go Hell in a Cell match. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. That was supposed to be Hell in a Cell, not the Nick Aldis one. um, so Hell in a Cell match with Brock Lesnar, Obafemi. This is the third match, right? So Obafemi goes over.
Yeah, 100%. Oba's beating Brock now. Brock actually retires? That remains to be seen.
Ooh.
But I got Oba.
I didn't think about this one. Lena says Stephanie returns and costs Liv.
I said that before, but I don't know. The more I think about it, it needs to be like a Judgment Day thing.
Mm.
Because if Stephanie screws her over, I mean, unless Stephanie screws her over and Raquel and Roxanne were nowhere to be found, I mean, I could still see them do play on that. But
Okay.
Who knows? They got a lot of ways they can play that out.
Okay. But yeah, Brock establishing Oba as a future star in this match here. That's what I believe. So that is also nice seeing him on WWE and Real, seeing Oba. So that was good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, CM Punk, the champion, versus Cody Rhodes, the challenger. This is for the WWE World Championship. I'm going to go with CM Punk to retain.
Yeah. There's literally I've heard that CM Punk's gonna have a good title reign to I guess how long he's to the end of the year probably. I think his contract, if I'm not mistaken, is up at the end of the year. So unless he plans on re-signing, I don't see him being champ going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But Cody's not winning that title. I need to see more of a Cody crash out because he's been walking that fine line for a couple of months. So I find it hard to believe that there's not going to be any type of shenanigans from Sami Zayn or maybe a Drew McIntyre or maybe a Randy Orton
That's
coming
what
back.
Lena's calling for. Randy Orton returns, called Cody the match, starting a personal rivalry between them two.
Yeah, so it's something. It's really something. I got Punk retaining the championship. There's no way Cody's walking out a 4-time champ in a matter of 6 months.
Okay. All right, so that's night one. Let's get to night two. All right, let's start off Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio here. Uh, that one is going to be a human monies on the pole match.
That sounds like a strip club match.
It was funny though with him. He's trying to explain it to Adam. It's like, you never watched wrestling before? Money's on the pole. That's great, man. Yeah, I got Danhausen here to retain the monies on the pole.
I feel like Dominic has done nothing on the main roster, and it's not his fault. They literally have booked him to do nothing, and I'm like, is Dominic Mysterio gonna be the one to break this Danhausen curse?
Okay.
Okay. But JT was saying last night, Danhausen is a cash cow right now. He's selling merch.
Yes.
A whole lot of merch.
Yes.
But I don't think him losing would kill his merch. Because eventually curse has got to be broken, right?
Okay.
So if Dominic does not win this match, I'd be pleasantly surprised. So I'm gonna go Dominic. I'm going with Dirty Dom.
I see this going to the what Triple Mania, whatever, when Dom has to defend against El Grande
Mm-hmm.
Americano,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's only been one place um, really that Danhausen just hadn't shown up yet, and that is AAA. And so he comes through, curses Dom during that match. He sells a bunch of AAA merch, and El Grande Americano wins the championship. That's what I see happen.
So you
So
think
yeah,
the curse is gonna invade Mexico, huh?
yes, the curse coming to Mexico too. That's right. Sell his Danhausen merch in Mexico. All right. Oh, okay. So let's do this one. Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. Um, this one is for the number one contendership for the undisputed WWE Championship. So Sami Zayn, again, he did have he just had the title and everything like that. Why didn't he just get this rematch and all this stuff? He's got to walk through all kind of fires to go get a shot at the title. And
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn is being done wrong. And that being said, Sami Zayn will not win this match either.
No, I want to see more. I want to see more of the school shooter Sami Zayn. And then this would play into, well, no, because that's the next night. So that'd be kind of funny if Sami Zayn shows up night one and tries to mellow in a championship match, and then night two he finds himself getting the wrong end of another stick and lose to Finn Balor. Because Finn Balor should win this. I have him, getting the number one contender. Have
Mhm.
Finn Balor and CM Punk run it back again for the
Yeah,
WWE Championship, since they last met was for the World Heavyweight Championship.
yeah.
Um, so it'd be cool for Finn Balor. Fresh new start, coming over to SmackDown, you get yourself a championship match. Is he gonna beat Punk? Of course not, um, but who knows? Sami Zayn may do some dastardly deeds to get this win,
What?
and and
Not the
get a
last real good guy.
and get a match with CM Punk. Who has Punk versus Sami Zayn yet?
Okay. Lena says Sammy has unfinished business with the championship picture. She wants Finn to win, but thinks Sammy goes over here. So, all right, love it, love it. Let's talk Penta versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. This one, I believe, we're gonna see a new champion. Gable. We're in Minnesota
That
now.
YMCA entrance, man. Yeah,
People in Minnesota gonna love that.
he's the only person from Minnesota that needs to win, that has to win. So yeah, Penta has had one hell of a run
Yeah.
as Intercontinental Champion. His title has been defended the most out of every other title in WWE.
Although I
So
think they
he's either
cooled him a
defended the
little bit.
Raw, or he's
Maybe like this
think so.
past month or something, they kind of cooled Penta off.
I mean, I guess to build for this match, I
Right.
guess. But yeah, man, when you cooling off, that means it's time. It's
Hmm.
time to drop it. That was a workhorse championship. It was defended, like I said, it was defended more times than any other championship. Because Liv Morgan has yet to defend that title. This would be like her
Yep.
first time.
Yep.
But so he's done well with it, and I'm pretty sure Chad Gable will be more than willing to take over the mantle and take that title to new heights as well, with numerous of feuds with maybe Ethan Page, Rusev, maybe Big Cass if he comes back. So it's a plethora of people they can call up as well. So it's in good hands.
Yeah, with that big cash situation, I just assumed Enzo was signed, but yeah, he's not signed either. So it's big cash by himself. Like, I think that's a mistake. Okay,
I
don't do
mean,
that.
this is the Big Cass version of Big Bill. I think this is what it's going to be like. The way Big Bill was in TNA and AEW, I think they're going to use him first as Big Cass, by himself, get his gimmick over, and then eventually they bring in Enzo, and at some point you get the new and improved Enzo Amore. But I think they're
Okay.
focusing on Big Bill right now.
Wow. Okay. Um, Trick Williams defends the U.S. Championship versus Baron Corbin, who has been coming back and beating the crap out of Trick. So he definitely owes Baron Corbin some a receipt. Um, I don't think this was hard for me. All right, because you got a new guy just coming back. You're not gonna just let him, you know, drop his first match, are you?
Yeah, I think Jeremy is going to win this match. Trick, Trick. I think Trick Williams has outgrown that championship now.
But he
He,
just got the specialized title.
yeah, no one's really feeling that title.
Okay, okay.
But he's been champ since WrestleMania. It's been a good 4 months, and I think he's outgrown that championship. I mean, he's like the man now, so I can see Jeremy coming in there and taking the title on his first PLE back, and once again being United States champion. Because now he got a whole bunch of baby faces chasing after Jeremy. So shout out to Jeremy.
Shout out to Jerry for sure. Lena says Trick building momentum and needs a strong title reign.
Not
Corbin
really,
makes him look like a star.
not really, because if that's the case, he hasn't really defended that championship all that much. He has, but not as much as Penta has. I mean, and every time he does, there's always been some type of interference
Yeah,
in the
definitely
matches.
not the usual U.S. Championship defenses. Like it's usually defended every week. So
Right. So he hasn't really. I'm not gonna say he hasn't done nothing with it, but his stock is so high that he can do without the title.
yeah, he doesn't need the title.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees with that for sure.
So,
Yeah,
so
Saints are mellow. I forgot about them. Like, yo, I hadn't seen them in a minute, but yeah, they
it's
could also be involved in this.
it's always been interference after interference after interference. It's just one of those. Maybe Ricky Saints comes in and screws Trick out of that championship, and Barrett Corbin wins. So I'm picking Barrett Corbin. I think
Yeah,
Trick's smoke as champ comes to an
yes,
end, but he's still gonna be the man.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I'm picking Corbin to win this one too now. Yeah, we all in agreement. Trick doesn't necessarily need that title because he's gonna be the hottest thing out there in white. Period. So, all right, let's go forward with we got a oh, crap, 5-way ladder match. Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green versus Tiffany Stratton versus TBD. Who do you think TBD was going to be?
I think TBD is probably gonna be Lash Legend.
That's legend.
Because it's Lash
Be
Legend
the big
versus
one.
Julia on SmackDown, which I don't understand why they wait till the last minute, the
Yes.
last day before the pay per view, um, to crown the final entrant. This should have been done weeks ago. So you would have had like a women's summit Hey, you know when you have these ladder matches, you have like the participants that have like a little summit where they talk about who's gonna win and this and that. They should have already had this. I'm not really a fan of the people in it for the simple fact of Jade and Charlotte don't need to be in here because I thought this entire time they was building up towards Jade versus Charlotte at SummerSlam. That would have sold some tickets because that's something we want to see.
Right.
And you gave Blake Monroe the Veer treatment the entire past couple of months.
Yes.
Targeting Tiffany Stratton on the way, and then you put Tiffany in a ladder match instead of having her defend the championship against Blake Monroe, and then you have Blake Monroe walk out of SummerSlam as the new champ. So they don't need to be in this match. You could have had Jordan Grace in this match. You could have had maybe like Candice LeRae. She hasn't done nothing.
Right.
Could have had her in this match. And then you found another way to put Julia in this match. And then you have Lash Legend. And that'll been it. That'll be your 5.
Okay.
But the way this match is set up, I'm picking Chelsea Green.
Wow.
Because I think Jade and Charlotte are going to cancel each other out.
Okay.
Blake Monroe is going to be gunning for Tiffany, so I don't think Tiffany's going to be having 2 belts on her shoulder. And then Lash Legend, I think she's just going to be the powerhouse. I mean, she could be the dark horse to win the interim championship and then eventually lose to Rhea Ripley, but I don't think she's ready for that. So I'm going to go with Chelsea. I'm going to pick Chelsea.
What do you think Rhea Ripley will be back? Like what pay-per-view? We think it's Survivor Series? What you think? Because that's plenty of time, in my opinion.
I mean, we got Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel is what, October or September?
Yeah, I think no, it's September.
Okay,
I think. No, it's Money in the Bank in September. No, it's in September because Money in the Bank is in October.
October. That's right.
So if she's, I mean, we're in August now. We might as well just say we're in August.
Right.
But I think she should be ready for sure by Survivor Series because the point of having an interim champion, it gives your actual champion time to rest. So by crowning an interim champion, there's really no rush to get Rhea back, if that makes sense in a way.
Right.
So they can let it play out, let her get the rehab that she needs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm thinking about that matchup between whoever this interim champion is going to be and Rhea Ripley, ultimately. And so that's why I know they can change the title. So this doesn't necessarily mean whoever is going to win this one is going to face Rhea. But it's just my thoughts.
I'm picking Chelsea, but the dark horse is Lash, so it's definitely gonna be one of those. It's definitely gonna be one of those 2.
Okay, I'm going Jade because I think they could run back the Jade versus Rhea thing, and it'll be fine. But I mean, I know I've been reading a ton of rumors about Jade versus Charlotte, and that's what we thought we were going to see here. But with Rhea getting injured, I think that had to pivot. So, all right.
I mean, yeah, because if you get Jade, are you gonna have Rhea beat Jade again? Are you gonna have Jade lose the title again? Because we are gonna get her and Charlotte. If they get her and Charlotte for the championship, would Charlotte get her 15? Would Jade be another transitional champion again? So that's what I'm saying. I don't see neither one of those 2 winning because it's like we already see Charlotte and Rhea before. And then we already seen Jade and Rhea already, and Jade lost the rematch with Rhea. So I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying I don't see it. I don't see it as much, and that's why I did. I mean, knowing the writers, it could happen, but by process of
Mhm.
elimination, Chelsea Green is the only one that really has nothing to lose. So if they pull a oh my god moment, having people talk about it. I mean, they gave Sami Zayn the WWE Championship for God's
You're
sakes.
right.
They can do the same thing. They can do the same thing for Chelsea Green.
You're
Have her
right.
hold it for a little bit, give that feel good moment of Chelsea finally doing it, and then have Rhea Ripley, rip it away from her.
If
It's just-
Chelsea Green wins it, I think that signals Rhea Ripley coming back pretty soon from the injury. That's what I think it
maybe
signals.
because she's probably gonna be like, "Oh hell no, this lady did not win my time." Easy
Because
work.
it won't be more than a couple of weeks that Chelsea has this thing. All right.
I honestly don't think Rio's ready. They
Yeah.
definitely, when you have the face of a women's division, you're gonna play it as safe as possible. That's what WWE's been doing lately. They've been playing everything as safe as possible. I think Chelsea wins, goes to Crown Jewel. More than likely, will probably lose against Liv Morgan if it is Liv Morgan. Um, but what a moment for Chelsea. And I want her to win so she can walk back there to
I
Michael P.
agree.
S. Hayes and be like,
Yes.
look.
Yes. Yes. All in his face.
Just like, here you go. Here you go.
Uh,
I'm not good enough to lead a division. Here's
That's
my
right.
championship.
That's right. All right. And the main event, Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Um, they've been painting this thing as, another chapter in the saga, and we played the Shield stuff all over again, and talked about the bond between the two and everything. I I just believe we're going to see Roman continue to hold the championship and keep rolling. I mean, this is a championship that Seth Rollins had to kind of vacate, so I guess it is possible for him to get it back. But I just don't see Roman giving up like that. So I'm going Roman. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Seth Rollins has already beaten Roman Reigns for a championship that he had to vacate. If you mean the WWE Championship years and years and years ago, he got his
Mhm.
revenge on that before Dean Ambrose, got his. This is a story that Roman Reigns needs to win. He needs to get this revenge. He's overcame Brock Lesnar. He's overcame John Cena. Um, this is the one man that one on one when it's go time has never ever beaten at the Royal Rumble, and he got himself disqualified because that damn chair was his demise. So somehow, some way, Roman Reigns needs to turn that chair into a friend and not let it be something that blinds him into another loss. Because this is the chapter of the Shield that he needs to close once and for all. Because if he loses, with Seth Rollins' career winding down and also Roman Reigns' career winding down, there's no guarantee they're going to run this back. And if they do, will it mean anything as it does now? So I got the tribal chief probably being the only one out of the bloodline to get a victory at SummerSlam. So he defeats Seth Rollins, finally gets that monkey off his back. And then that's where we see Seth Rollins and LA Knight somehow become friends heading to War Games.
Okay. All right. Oh man. Well, better night two. We agree.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, night one does have the Usos
Mhm.
and Jacob. So I think outside of Roman, I think the card is probably better on. Well, no, because they got Danhausen.
Yeah.
Yeah. usually when Roman Reigns is on the card, they usually have better matches or something better happens. So yeah, not too.
All right. Well, what's going on this weekend, man? You live streaming this one?
Um,
Back to the pizza place?
only night one.
Okay.
I won't be at the pizza place because my laptop has been acting funny when I'm out in public. So it'll be a nightmare if I went out that way. So I'm gonna stream it from my house night one. Me and JoJo, because John's on vacation. John and Esther are on vacation right now, so it just be me and Joe. Night two, I'm actually gonna go to a movie theater and watch it. Because AMC is having SummerSlam live in the movie theater. So if any of you guys are at an AMC near AMC, get your tickets in, and it's not expensive. It's a regular movie ticket. There's no extra price for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a standard movie ticket, and it's a good experience watching with all the surround sound and all that stuff. So, and a whole bunch of other wrestling fans. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna be on night two.
Do they have like the same views as
Cosm?
Yes. Thank you for knowing that.
Nah, I don't know, because this is the first time WWE is doing this at a movie theater, but okay. I think more than likely it's gonna be the normal the normal way, unless you actually go to a Cosm, then it's totally different. But
yeah,
it's cheaper to go to a movie theater than go to Cosm, because Cosm they really charge you like it's like you're going to the event itself.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
Well, not really, because we went for Elimination Chamber a couple years back, but it's probably like maybe like 100 and something for the floor level for the regular POE. I know they charge an arm and a leg for WrestleMania, but for regular POE, I think it might be a regular 100, but who knows? They might treat SummerSlam like WrestleMania for all I know.
So, wow, yeah, I never even imagined it'd be that expensive. I thought it'd be something like $30-$40.
Oh no,
and of course,
maybe in the higher up part, but the further you go down, it's definitely like 100. Like those places are not a cheap place to go. It's worth the admission if you really look at it. So it's the view and the food, the drinks. It's worth going. But if you don't want to spend that much, just go to a theater. It's still a good experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. Well, you guys enjoyed the wrestling this weekend. We definitely will, and we'll be back next week to talk about it all. Kenny Omega.
Must be you two. Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.